Welcome to Baxter Yoga. I'm here at the Oakland Yoga Studio. Please come check out the studio the next time you're in Oakland, California. Don't forget you can order my book, Yoga for Healthy Aging, from my website that's up on your screen right now. And you can also find upcoming workshops and retreats and international travel that I lead on my website as well. So check that out soon. Also, don't forget that you can find a link on my website to find longer video practices on the practice channel at the website yogayouonline.com. So check those out sometime soon as well. Today I'm excited to share with you a dynamic reclining sequence that we're going to call Dynamic Reclining Core Strengthener. I was first introduced to this by my wife and talented yoga teacher, Melina Meza, and I found it very helpful in helping people maintain and regain strength in the core area of the body. You want to be mindful of the lower back when you do this. You can keep the lower back flat on the floor, lightly touching, or slightly arched away from the floor. Make sure you're not grinding the lower back into the earth when you do this. Today I'm going to share with you stage 1 or version 1 of that sequence with the feet on the floor. This is a nice entry level. This is great if you've been very weak and you're trying to get some strength back, or if your lower back feels a little vulnerable, you could probably try this one. You need a block, a blanket for padding if you want that. Let's come on down and get started. So you're going to want to come into constructive rest position, knees bent, feet on the floor. You're going to have your block in hand. You can check to notice if your back is slightly arched or naturally touching the floor. You can maintain that throughout the sequence. That would be a great idea. Lift the block up towards the ceiling and hold on to it firmly. As you inhale, take the block up and overhead. As you exhale, you're going to bring the block up and just to the outside of the right leg, and your head and your left shoulder blade will lift off the floor. Inhaling the block up and overhead, head comes down to the ground. Exhale, take the block to the left side of the legs, not too far out, just to the outside, so that your right shoulder blade and hand come off the floor, and then inhale back to center. The third breath cycle is different. The knees drop open, and as you exhale, you curl the block up in between the legs, lower back gently touching the floor, and then inhale the knees together as the block goes overhead. Moving at a more normal pace, exhale the block to the right, inhale up and overhead, exhale, take it to the left, inhale overhead, the block does not need to touch the floor, exhale, knees open, block comes up between the legs, inhale the knees together as the block goes overhead. Let's do a couple more rounds like that. Exhaling to the right, inhaling to center, exhaling to the left, inhaling to center, exhaling between the legs, inhale to center. Last one at your own breath rhythm. I'll do it with you, but I'm not going to be describing the breaths. You follow your own breath. So we're going to have completed 4 rounds. You can do more on your own if you like the practice. Bring the block down, let your head roll a little bit side to side on the floor to release any tightness or tension in the neck from lifting and lowering the head. And then roll to one side and come up to sitting for a moment. So that is an introduction to stage 1 or level 1 of reclining, dynamic reclining core strengthener. And try that out in your practice this week and see what you think. So thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget you can follow me both on YouTube and Facebook at Baxter Yoga. Until the next time, I look forward to seeing you then. Namaste.